Imagine this, you're sitting in your living room, listening to your favorite music, and then you decide to step out into the garden, and your music follows you seamlessly, with no interruption, in high fidelity. Does that sound like a dream? Well, it is possible to achieve with the right combination of the multi-room system and the right speakers. And I'm going to show you how we can achieve that with WiiM and Klipsch. So multi-room audio lets you play music in different rooms at the same time. For example, I can play music in my garden and in my living room. Moreover, it lets me play different songs in different areas. It also lets me play the same song in different areas simultaneously. It's all about synchronization, connectivity, and control. And I'm going to break down how you can achieve that in a very simple and easy way. The brain or control point of every multi-room system is a controller. That could either be a tablet, it could be a smartphone, or it could be a voice control assistant. And that controller needs to have the Multiroom app downloaded and installed on it. In this case, we're using an Android tablet from Lenovo with the WiiM Home app installed. The WiiM Home app gives you all the flexibility to play music in different zones, group zones together, separate out zones, and do everything you could have possibly imagined and a lot more. So your WiiM Home app obviously needs something to talk to, and in this case we have the WiiM Ultra, which is WiiM's flagship streamer, and the WiiM Pro Plus. Both are hardware devices that are capable of network streaming. They don't amplify, so they need to be connected to amplifiers, and the WiiM Home app wirelessly connects to both devices using the Wi-Fi network in your home. I will point out that good networking at home is critical for multi-room to work seamlessly, so remember to take as much care of your networking as you do with your stereo setup. The advantage over a multi-room solution compared to say traditional Bluetooth is a multi-room solution uses Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi gives you much wider bandwidth, which means you get lossless audio through your home. It's not dependent on your phone being connected to the device, so even if you get a phone call, you leave the room, you leave your home, music keeps playing. But at the same time, I can also connect to one WiiM device via my phone using Bluetooth and stream that music to every other WiiM device in my home. So it's incredibly flexible. So what exactly is the setup we have here? We have the WiiM Ultra connected to a Bryston preamp. We're using the optical out of the Ultra, so we're using it primarily as a network transport into the Bryston preamp. The Bryston preamp connects to the Bryston 14B power amp, and with that I'm powering two pairs of speakers. Well, not simultaneously, but one at a time. Either the Klipsch Ojas limited edition speaker made in the US, or one of the most legendary speakers of all time, the Klipsch, which I'll talk about in another video. This consists of my living room setup. My second zone has the WiiM Pro streamer. Again, it's a network device. It doesn't amplify, and this is connected to the Klipsch KD1000 DSP amp. A DSP amp has parametric EQ. It's typically used for multi-room applications. It doesn't have volume control built in, so we use volume control from the WiiM Pro. And the KD1000 DSP amp is connected to a fantastic outdoor system in our garden. So that gives us two zones, the living room and the garden. Here's the third piece of the puzzle, the speakers we use for our garden. There are different types that you can choose based on your application and aesthetic sense. The first are what we call satellite speakers that sit on a stake, and they look great if you want to put them like we have over here amongst plants, and they sort of blend into the plants. This is the Klipsch Pro 650 TLS. This is the second type of outdoor speaker. We call it a rock speaker because, as you can see, it looks like a rock. They're great for placing on the floor in the garden. And the nice thing about this range of Klipsch speakers is that the rock speakers and the landscape satellites are timber matched so that they sound exactly the same. So you can mix and match them in your outdoor space and the sound will not change even though the speakers change throughout the space. The third type of speaker is this little mushroom over here. Well, not little, it's actually fairly large. This is an outdoor subwoofer, and it gives you that low frequency, that bass, and because it's buried in the ground, the bass actually transfers through the ground to a large section of the lawn. So this really sets your outdoor space up for parties, for background music, for whatever you want. So what I'm doing now is in my living room, I'm playing Africa by Toto, one of my favorite songs, from a USB connected directly to the WiiM Ultra. At the same time, if someone at home wants to play party music outside, they go to the WiiM app, they go to the garden section, and they play their favorite party track. And if you follow me, You'll see we leave the peaceful living room, we come outside, and with the same app, I have different music playing inside and outside. If I now want to take the party inside, on the WiiM app, I can link both zones, so the same music is playing outside as well as inside. So again, with a little bit of care in your system design, with the right selection of equipment, the right multi-room app, and the right speakers, you can have the multi-room system you've always dreamed of with seamless control at your fingertips. So though that was a short video, I went through a lot of equipment and configuration, from networking to your streamers, hooking up the multi-room, preamps, power amps, DSP amps, indoor speakers, outdoor subwoofers. So it may sound like a lot. But at Cinebels, we've been doing this for over 25 years. We're here to help you, whether you're a partner, whether you have your own home, you have questions, you have an existing setup. If you want to upgrade your existing setup by adding a streamer, we have every solution possible. So reach out to us on www.cinebels.com, walk into our showrooms, and we'll always be happy to help with any questions you may have.